inappropriate gothic surroundings to talk to the being humans of being human.
Ladies over here.
Meaghan Rath, Sam Huntington, Sam Witwer. How the heck are you guys?
Oh man, real bad.
I'm not doing so good.
I'm fun though.
I'm so glad you asked because I need someone to talk to.
We're barely hanging on.
We had such a good time last time because the three of you were like insane.
Yeah.
Because you just come off 13 episodes.
That's like first question, no.
Because you got really silly because you've just been on like 13 episodes and we're doing the first press and you know we talked, we had a great time, and you were talking at the time about how much the show has derivated from the British show.
Yes.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I'm watching episode by episode and it's like, oh my god, and I mean your storyline, Sam W, unbelievable. I mean all three of you. You still don't know that she's a werewolf?
Oh yeah.
You can't hold a coffee cup?
I'm an idiot.
I've seen the first episode. I've seen the first episode of the new season. So what do you guys think about this new season?
It's still funny, but it's darker.
What it is if last season we were trying to get away from the monsters that we are, this season we're falling more into the temptation of it, and as we grasp onto things that we think will make us more human, it actually makes us more monstrous.
That's a great answer, Meaghan. I really like that, Meaghan.
And you're
really like that answer.
Well done.
Yeah.
And you're going back to medical school.
For the blink of an eye. Yeah. That's the
we
idea.
don't want to spoil, but that's at least at the outset.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, that's the intent. That's his intention at the outset. Is to go back to medical.
But also the girlfriend's got scratches that aren't going away.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. You know.
Oh, he knows.
Well, you know what's going to happen. But you can't say, right?
None of us can say.
Yeah.
That's the hard part about events like this. It's like everyone's asking you questions.
Yeah, what can you say without spoiling the season?
Yeah. We'll talk about generally, I mean, the season, as you say, it's funnier and also darker.
I actually don't know that it's funnier. But darker, definitely.
Yeah. Well, you guys, I mean, as much as you slipped into that rhythm immediately, you guys, I mean, you're like a well-oiled machine now.
We kind of hit the ground running.
Yeah,
As far as like us liking each other, it kind of happened immediately.
Well, I mean, I remember you were saying last time it was like, oh, you just pull it back. You don't know each other yet.
Yeah,
we did. And I honestly feel like it would have felt like a sitcom if we had just immediately started interacting. It just wouldn't have felt real.
Yeah.
The British version, because the pilot has a different cast, and then if you get the disc set, season 1 starts at a different place. You can assume they've been in that house for a while.
Yeah.
But for us, you actually see when they get there. So you are expecting that reality to translate. So if we were just,
well, plus,
hey, what do you think about this? Oh, that's fine.
Well, plus they got like 6 episodes.
That's how we talk. We talk like 40s, 1930s characters in the show.
Yeah, but also they did it in 6 episodes, and you're going to do twice as many.
Right.
But plus the storyline, I mean, it's completely other.
Yeah. Right.
You know, Meaghan.
This season is.
Oh, it's not, Meaghan, the stuff that your character is going through after missing the door last season, and yet with a degree of humor. I mean, as upset as she is.
Yeah.
She's just more fun to play, I'm guessing.
Definitely, and this season, Sally's story is far and beyond the limitations of last year.
Right.
I have a lot of amazing stuff to work with, and so it's been really amazing.
I think it's safe to say that in the first episode of the second season, you go to your high school reunion.
Yeah.
Which
it's
is
a good
like
place to start.
It's totally cool. Yeah. It's a great idea.
I think it's what everyone would do. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What would you do if you were dead? Oh, I'd go to my own funeral.
Yeah.
Or worse, go to my high school reunion.
Yeah. What's great about the first couple episodes of the second season is that whereas last season, you have to establish the characters and the situation, this season we get right into it. We pick up 3 weeks after we left off, so it's all there. There's no getting used to the people on the show. We start off with a bang.
Well, and again, you ended last season with, these great, everybody had a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
The writers are amazing for you guys. I mean, what a gift. You've all got great storylines, and they intersect in the right places. And
Yeah. I actually got to say, I'm very I'm very happy. Like some of my favorite stuff that I've done on the show thus far happens in the first couple episodes. And see, I'm just so.
So the rest of it is just a big letdown.
The
rest of the year just sucks. So don't watch. Stop watching.
Don't even bother watching. No, I was also going to say it's. I was really, really happy to see where they took the Sally storyline this year.
Yeah.
I really, really think it's interesting and unique and it's super original. And what an interesting interview.
And it starts really innocently. I mean, Sally's story starts like, oh yeah, high school reunion, and then
it's like, oh my god, Jesus.
Yeah, but the first guy she sees is another ghost of a kid who committed suicide.
Great character,
funny character.
And wonderful stuff too. Great scenes. I love those scenes.
But you've all, like I said, you've all got great characters, and Sam H.
Yes.
Is this a problem on the set?
Sammy.
Somebody else, Sam, and you both come running.
Sammy.
Sam. But your guy is going through another wolf phase, but he's got relationship issues at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're hard enough to deal with, when you're not growing hair.
Well, that's what's kind of nice about. I'm very happy with my storyline this year, is because I think it's super relatable. It's very. It's what the show is about, really. It's like seeing these people who have these horrible diseases, really, go through these very natural and real problems, situations. And so my relationship woes kind of carry me through the season, and in ways that you could never even really imagine. So.
Who would have thought a werewolf could also be a big pussy?
Yeah,
I'll be cutting that out of the interview.
No, you won't.
The irony.
Werewolves are big pussies. Josh the werewolf.
And Sam, you were going to be king of the vampires. We don't want to say what happens.
Yeah.
But he goes through a very big change. Well, you were dead.
King of the vampires.
Yeah.
I were king of the vampires. Not prince.
But fans will recall you were dead, like dead.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that if Aiden was trying to stay away from his old drug buddies before, so he could go clean, stay away from the vampires, well, he can't really do that. At all this entire season. He's stuck with him, and so what we are reminded of this season is that Aiden, although he is this really nice guy in the first season and we learn a lot about him, we've heard that he was relentless and he was a real bastard. And so what we're reminded of is the fact that this guy has only been the nicer version of him for 2 years out of 200 and some years. So the more he hangs out with the vampires, the more the old Aiden starts coming out, and we see that throughout the whole season.
We see flashes, like brief flashes of it.
Yeah, every now and then someone mouths off to Aiden, he takes out a surgical hammer and bashes their teeth in. But other than that, he's a really nice guy.
He's a
really good guy.
Another pussy.
This year he carries the surgical hammer with him at all times.
Oh, well, that's good.
Because you never know when it's going to come out. No, I mean, it's like you really do learn what he was like, because he starts. It's kind of like with Bishop gone. He starts taking on some of the traits of Bishop. And in fact, we actually get to see him be Bishop to a certain extent this year. I won't give away what I mean by that. I don't mean that I show up and the quantum leap machine happens and I look in the mirror and I see Mark Pellegrino and go, oh boy. That doesn't happen.
It's the head falling. It's that fabulous scene.
Oh boy.
It's that fabulous scene when you cut off his head and you actually see the head go kerplunk. Because you don't get better entertainment than that.
No, that's high watermark.
By the way,
that was our very last day of shooting, by the way. Our very last day, the last hour of the season.
Well, what a way to end the season.
High tension.